pine, whatever the case may be. We use sacred plant life. We put ourselves into it. We're the human life. So the wheel of woe is of 4 quadrants. The human life, the animal life, and the plant life. Man was given the mind and the free will as a caretaker to maintain the harmonious balance. And for each and every one of you that were selected to be here by the grandfathers, you get to acknowledge the 4th quadrant, which is your own spirit life. By being respectful and by giving of yourself, the beauty of you good people have given me $170 so I can pay for children to go in there to enjoy themselves. That's a spiritual blessing. That's the grandfathers and grandmothers letting us know that a good feeling is here today. Without further ado, I ask you to please rise, remove your headgear, and pay respects to Nakatiyehi, the eagle, our brother, for being with us here today. The eagle represents the East, the gift bearer of the gift of love, to love yourself, to love the Creator, to love the Creator, to love yourself, to love your brothers and sisters, and to love your enemies, because that's who the next person you may be asked to help. Each and every one of these veterans who parade these eagle feathers, they have earned that right. They've gone to the mountain, they've offered flesh, they went across the sea to fight, they defended our freedom. Thus we turn to them and put them in an appropriate place of honor, because in the circle of life here, they have earned that spiritual responsibility. So we ask that you please think of good things for yourself and others as you're bringing our grand entry for the 2013 Little Shell Traditional Powwow. Okay, running child or host drum, do us the honors, please. grace today to give the opportunity. Ladies and some of the little foundation to come and to celebrate life. We can speak for this beautiful day so we can journey together. Okay, children, if you can maybe stand on that side, please, guys. Can you all go that way? We just gotta have a passageway here to the announcer's stand. I know I may have concerned some of you that I did not begin the ceremony in prayer. The reason being, I was very fortunate in my journey through life. I'm 64 years old, and 2 years ago I had open heart surgery with 5 bypasses. Being 3/16 Irish, and you know how stubborn an Irishman could be. As they say, there's 3 groups of people that give God the biggest laugh when they plan their day. That's Indians, Irishmen, and alcoholics. And I'm all 3. We think we know it all, we don't listen. And I remember when they told me that it took a long time to revitalize me. 3 times the line just leveled out. I don't take that for granted, that I was asked to come back to serve you good people. So therefore, each day that I live chemically free, 8,598 days today, since February 25th, 1990, I'm honored to be standing amongst all you good people. So at this time, I'm going to remember the many ways that I was taught. As I stand here and hold this mic in my hand, I think of people like Paul Eagleman, Joe DeMonte, Joe Standenrock. I think of people like Harry Littlebird, his brother Pete. I think of people like my adopted father, George Olelk of the Crow Nation. I think of people like Lee Lone Bear, Austin Two Moons, Mr. Shoulderblade and old man John Woodleggins. I think of people like Jim Blackdog and his brother Matthew. I was taught by all these people, Chief Earl Operson, Billy Sharp, Pat Kennedy, they all taught me. Jim Earthboy, Pete Gone, Ray Gone, John Stiffhorn. They all told me, Bear Shirt, someday you're going to be able to tell people what we're telling you. You will understand the meaning of it and get to pass it on to them. So as I stand here, I have the ability to function in 17 different ceremonial ways because I have had that experience in the 47 years that I have done this. So at this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Glenn Gopher of the Chippewa Nation. Glenn, we've assembled everything. The Eagle staff was honored. The floor was blessed. We brought in the parade of the beauty of life that the Bissawazan Crater has chosen to come here today. So I understand Glenn Gopher was selected by the committee to do the opening prayer. So it's an appropriate time because this is how they used to do this in the old time way of these Aboriginal nations.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here this evening, to be asked to do the invocation here. And it's good to see my Native American brothers and sisters here with their dressed in Indian. And not only that, our non-Indian friends. I have a lot of many non-Indian friends in this town, and I've seen a lot of them here. And I respect the Indian way because I've been around it all my life. I'm not here up here to brag about myself. I am here to help out, the powwow here. And it's good to see these young Indian people here dressed in their Indian outfits. It's very good. But anyway, though, I just wanted to say a few words about unity. I think unity is the key to Indian people. I don't care what tribe you're from or where you're from or whatever. We need to stick together. And if we don't have that, where are we going to go? So that's what I wanted to talk about here a little bit. And I don't want to take too much time. I know you guys want to dance and sing and all that. I want to thank these singers coming from long ways. And I know how hard it is to sing Indian because I've been doing it for 30 years. And I know what it's like to go home with a sore throat and then for the powwows. Without the Indian singing there, we wouldn't have anything here today. So anyway, though, I'd just like to thank the Little Shell Band for giving me this privilege and honor to do this prayer for them. And I wish them luck with their federal recognition that they're seeking for, and I hope that they'll get it someday, because the white man owes that to them. But that's the way I look at it, and hopefully that they will get it. So that's the way I look at things. I look at things for the Indian people. We are definitely Indian people, and we are definitely one nation. It is the white man that labeled us Little Shell, Chippewa, and all this. No, we were all Indians at one time. Is what the elders told me a long time ago. But anyway, though, I'm glad you guys are standing here, but please pray with me as I pray in my own language. I'm going to pray in my own language, and please have good thoughts of your kids, grandkids, or whatever that the problems that we have. So please bear with me as I pray in my language, and I want to thank all the people that are here, and what you're going to get from here at this powwow is you're going to get something good. As we go home, I'm going to pray that as we hit our home, that it'll be left the same way, and that way we'll see good things. So please, as I pray in my language, pray in your own heart and your own minds, and say, we need to get home safely. The dancers, the singers, the people that are here, the audience, please bear with me as I pray. Thank you. Hautanut tauinan kakun selatsi. Utanut skagis kagumotak. Utakai kanimi tokutak. Paginunan. Mugi skatenan. Egumumai nimi tonoman. Ganato skagunan. Hefnya wasiki wek. Hefkegi wek got the petaman kapamenaman. Oinan kakun selatsi. Kirki wake up the pavement. Muggy wing skate, and you go catch Maxian. Mother, twist the Margot, Nimito, Hevungamusa, Hevota Tagape, Tesabote, Kira Papan, Kakaki, we the Moyako, my Nimito, the Maganona, Muggy wing skate, and he's take up Maxian. Bagi wing skaten, ik say why man, ik say send me out to go mention to come on. Kia ka kiki wai ka te pehta man nung tawe nan ka se ochi. Kia kiki wai ka te pehta man ka pam naman te bagi nung nan. Ik say go men te wai nung ma ka nung tawe nan. kiun mai kegi wai mo tai kiwi e tamau ya mo ni mi to e mo tai ngamon kana sko mau ko tengam musaka ka beta mo te chik e peci kista ko mo ta di vito e mo pina di vito nasko mau e peta mo te chik e tagi vici tasvan wing skate mala mistake chmatsian di pagino na nutska biska kiki koi gapun pamanaman tawe nanga ksewatsi e ksewa me tuktiane e mo mai tikke yan nag chmagin ako na ito ki koi e te taman chmagin on e ksewa mo tay squat mo ta gagi sa mo tay tawichi hatse ko ko ngam ni mi to tamyo kiwechi wase na mo mes kana mo te tamyo ta ko te pasko te yowanan ento tamata nuta temari no thank you.
It's good that you can understand the level of spirituality that is shared here. I'd like to think of 4 more people. Art Raining Bird. I'd like to think of my adopted parents, Sam Vernon Windy Boy Sr. and Lucille Little Son. Who else came to mind was my mother of the Crow tribe, Evelyn Burden Ground, Old Elk. I'd like to remember George and Molly Kickin Woman. I sat with George and Molly a lot of times. Beautiful people who I know, all of those people are watching what we're doing and they're with us in spirit. So at this time now, we come to celebrate life. We have put our veterans in their place of honor. And be assured that when they bring in the colors, they reflect the hard days that they spent. Some of their comrades did not come home. They carry that pain and that feeling in their heart. It's a hole in their soul. But it's our responsibility to let them know that by coming home and defending the freedom that we get to enjoy, we don't take it for granted. We treasure it. So go back to Assiniboine Cree and they'll do what they call a victory song, where we come to celebrate life. So everybody dance stationary, dance in place. The audience, who cares if you can't keep in step? Still dance. Or flag song? Yeah. We'll do the flag song, then the victory song. Correct, thank you. And we'll celebrate that at this time. So, the Assiniboine Cree, flag song, then victory song. My correction. family groups. We give thanks for all the trials and tribulations. As Indian people, as caretakers of the sacred circle of life, that we still have the calling to remain unified as one. Thank you. I'm doing secretarial duties here. I'm doing about 8 different things, and thank you, Ducky, for reminding me of the flag song. I was really thinking of a cheeseburger, so I stand corrected. We're all human, right? At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to acknowledge our Assembly of Honor Guard. Thank you to each one of you veterans that you stand tall. Thanks to each and every one of you that you remember your call of duty, as it's an honor to serve the people. Carrying our Eagle staff today, a member of the Chippewa Cree Nation of the Rocky Boys Indian Reservation, United States Army, Mr. Ron Windy Boy, if you'll please place our Eagle staff in this place of honor. Please give our veterans a round of applause as they post the colors. The American Red, White, and Blue, a member of the Little Shell Nation, United States Army, Frank Bellegarde Jr., if you'll please post the colors. Carrying the Little Shell Nation seal of the Little Shell Nation, United States Marine Corps, Dustin Fredrickson. Carrying the Air Force flag, a member of the Little Shell Nation, United States Air Force, Fran Flesch. Carrying the Navy flag of the Little Shell Nation, United States Navy, Joe Martinez. Without royalty, we are not investing in our future. Without royalty, we don't go to the next celebration. These beautiful young ladies have been given the responsibility of coming here today to represent their host committee. The junior princess of the Little Shell Nation, 7 years of age, a second grade student at Dodson Elementary School, the daughter of Desiree Killeagle and Dwight Flansburgh. Let's give her a round of applause for Katea Flansburgh. She is the official hostess this weekend. The junior princess of the Pekai Society of the Great Blackfeet Nation, 10 years of age, a 5th grade student at Napi Elementary in Browning, Montana. The grandparents, Howard and Mrs. Wells. I can't remember your name. Let's say welcome to Jaslyn Wells. The junior princess of the Rocky Boys celebration. 6 years of age, a first grade student at Rocky Boy Elementary. The parents, Lonnie Whitford and Jose Manybears. Let's say congratulations to Angel Leah Manybears. I don't think I said that correct. I'll get the correct pronunciation. And we have the teen princess of the annual Midwinter Fair, 16 years of age, a junior at Harlem High School, Jacinta Tony. Thank you for being here. I know Jacinta is also a very active student athlete of the Harlem schools, always had that nice smile, that sincere friendship. Let's give all of our royalty a round of applause, because a lot of effort goes in to these young ladies representing their host committees. At this time, it's with honor that we recognize our leaders, our official hosts. Of the Little Shell Council, the governing body, the chairman, Mr. Gerald Gray, please come forward. The second vice chair, Leona Kenneberger, please come forward. The secretary, Luella Fredrickson, please come forward. Council members, Colleen Hill and Richard Pronto, please come forward. The fellow committee members include the president, James Parker Shield, the co-president, Joe Overton. Committee members include Tony Joe Atkinson and Carlene Faulkner. Please come forward. We have a special guest here today representing the state of Montana, a member of the Flesch Nation. He's the Office of Indian Affairs Coordinator. Let's acknowledge Mr. Jason Smith, also of the Lakota and the Dakota Nation. To the boards and commissioners of the Little Shell Nation, Stacy Otterson, please come forward and be acknowledged. Before we go any further, I told this young man when he presented himself, you're all going to be on TV tonight at the 5 o'clock news, hopefully at 10 o'clock, if you smile good enough. I told this young man that KFBV's been involved with Indians since 1973. That's 40 years. Because in 1973, when I at least would listen and pay attention, Darnell rides at the door of the Blackfeet Nation. Gilbert Bellegarde of the Rocky Boys Reservation, myself of the Fort Belknap Indian Reservation, we were guests at James Parker Shield every month. We came to Great Falls and did a TV show called Indian Country. KFBV offered that to us 40 years ago when Native American people really were given the opportunity to speak for themselves. So I'd like to have you give Joe Biega, a reporter, a round of applause. Joe, please step forward. He represents KTVA, or KFBV, 40 years of commitment to the Native American people. Before we start dancing, I have $10 left in the kids fund. I have more kids who want to go in, so if you wish to donate to the kids fund, there's $10 left. I could use some more Magaska, some more Don, please. Without further ado, let's proceed and celebrate life. Now's the time to kick back and relax and visit. You do not need to be in regalia to dance. Feel free to be a part. So now we go back to our host drum, Running Child for the first intertribal. We'll go in the rotation of Running Child, Assiniboine Cree, Magpie Singers of Helena. If we have any further royalty, our drumming groups, please come forward. And I challenge all of you for the course of today, go introduce yourself to 4 people that you do not know. The first one that does it, come and let me know. I'll bum a free cheeseburger for you. So I plan to get one too. Okay, let's dance. Let's celebrate life. And I'll go for a host drop. Members of their cultivation, the Red Child Singers. once again, I have $32 in the kids fund. Jeff, if you could please come back over. I have about 6 or 8 more kids that want to go back, so I'm going to kindly ask you to please help me with the kids fund. Right now, I'm about $48 short. If you want to come forward, I just want to do this for the kids. I would also like to acknowledge Tony McHugh of Montana Sweetgrass. She's from Brady, Montana. Thank you, Tony, for giving people the opportunity. She had given 2 braids of sweetgrass here for the announcers table. We'll certainly make use of them. So let's give Tony McHugh a round of applause. Thank you, E.J. Hale, for the Montana Sweetgrass. I also have, thank you, my friend. I would also stand corrected. Carrying in the American red, white, and blue was Frank Bellegarde, number 3. He's not a junior. He came up and corrected. So Frank Bellegarde, number 3. Thank you, ma'am. United States Army. Okay, James Parker Shield, I need to see you for a couple of moments logistically. There's a young lady there at a red table. Thank you, folks. Thank you for your kindness. She has a beautiful, huge beaded belt buckle, 2 necklaces, and matched earrings. That's 5 pieces of beadwork. She's selling them for $10 a card. Once she sells all 54 cards, she'll draw for it tonight. You can't go wrong buying a chance of $10. The belt buckle itself is probably $200. Easy. $10 a card. A young Native American lady has a red table there to the left of the announcer's stand. Am I assuming right? Is that south? Is that south? Or is it that way? If somebody can help me with the directions, I'm not know where I'm at in this building. The south is that way. Okay. South, east, west, north. Thank you. Okay, Cinnamon Cream, second intertribal. Let's continue to dance. Let's continue to visit. Continue to feel good about yourself, and thus we keep the spiritual flow of life vibrant and alive, and we all enjoy ourselves here. Okay, Cinnamon Cream, intertribal. Magpie, be on standby. Thank you, kind folks. I have $80. I got $60 left. 3 children went in. I know there's a couple of young men that send their children. If you have your children want to go to the playground, please come to the announcer stand now. We'll get the bands on the children. I can't remember who came up here, but I have $60 left. Okay, we'll go one more intertribal of the Magpie Singers. I think they might have taken the home. We have one more intertribal to go. Then we have some introductory talks. We have 2 tribal chairmen here today. We'd like to acknowledge them. Okay, Magpie Singers from Helena, Montana. These are the people that come to invite you to their powwow. Honor the Children, September 27th, 28th, and 29th. Thank you, ma'am. Magpie Singers from Helena, Montana. You do not need to be in Virginia to dance. I personally encourage you to get up and to feel good about being an Indian. Nowhere on the face of my earth are you able to receive so many sacred blessings. Free of charge given to you by the giving out the Creator himself.
Thank you, Magpie. Good song. Bill Sharp, you wound up at the speaker stand.
still sharp, please come on up.
We gotta wait for the tacos.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Red Thunder, and I'm helping out announce here tonight, and want to welcome everybody to Little Shout Powwow, Magpie. Good to see you guys. You guys come out with your CD yet? 2013. Magpie Singers right there. Canyon Records. They've been holding off all signings with Canyon Records. They finally signed with the Detroit recording studio.
I think so.
I think it's Dr. Dre's studio.
You got something to do with half Denny for you. No, I'll do that. Okay. I figured I'd do this much. That's why I said I would.
At this time, we have one of our leaders of our tribal nations, the chairman of the Blackfeet tribe. So turn the mic over to our leader here, and let's give him a big round of applause and welcome him here today.
Thank you. I want to thank James Parker and the committee for inviting me here today to say a few words on behalf of Powwow. I was here last year over at the fairground. It's good to see all of you here back. I want to say send appreciation to Chairman Gray and tribal council members for hosting this powwow. It's good to see all of the circle being filled again with the yearly powwow celebration to bring back people, to forge friendship, renew our relatives,